Assalamu alaikum everyone. I am Nahil Forest Valley and I am honored to be hosting today's interview. I am from Karachi, Pakistan. We have the privilege of welcoming our distinguished guest, Mr. Ronit Kumar Singh. Mr. Ronit is a remarkable individual whose interests span the complex worlds of computer technology and international relations. I'm sorry, Mr. Ronit, my internet was not working, but now my internet is working.
No
So,
issues at all.
all right. So, my name is Manahil Forestwali, and I'm honored to be hosting today's interview. I'm from Karachi, Pakistan. We have the privilege of welcoming our distinguished guest, Mr. Ronit Kumar. Mr. Ronit Kumar is a remarkable individual whose interests span the complex world of computer technology and international relations. Today, we have the opportunity to delve into his life journey and gain insights into his experiences and accomplishments. So, without further ado, let's warmly welcome Mr. Ronit Kumar Singh to the interview. Mr. Ronit, it's a pleasure to have you here. How are you?
Thank you so much, Manil, for giving me this opportunity. It's really a great platform for students like us to share our experiences with others, and it's great to be here. Thank you so much, Manil, once again.
It's my pleasure. So, first of all, please introduce yourself for my viewers.
Okay, so guys, my name is Ronit Singh, and I am a high school senior from India. Basically, my state is Jharkhand, and I am from Ranchi. So currently, I am a high school senior at Bridgeford School, and my interests lie in the subject of computer science and international relations mainly. And I'll be applying for my undergraduate studies in the US. And I'll be starting my bachelor's next year in fall 2024.
All right, thank you for your introduction. So, my first question is that can you tell us more about your background and how you become interested in both computer technology and international relations?
Okay, so there's a story behind this, and actually, this journey started when I was in, I think, ninth grade, when COVID happened, and there was a complete lockdown in our country and other countries as well. That was a time when I explored new, I would say, subjects that I would like. I was not only involved in science and maths, but I started to delve into other subjects also. At that time, we don't used to study CS in our school because that was not present in our curriculum. But because of COVID, I got the time to explore other fields, other emerging fields, especially. And that time I delved into the subject of computer science and technology, like how technology is evolving every day and how it is impacting our lives in a huge way, I would say. So that was the time when I started learning about computer science, and then I opted computer science for my 11th and 12th grade, and I started doing projects in the New York Academy of Sciences on 5G technology and I would say cyber security. And after that, I also researched a paper on the growth of edtechs, the online educational platforms and their growth scope in India these years. So that was a wonderful journey for me to explore computer science. And after that, I think the past year I started to know more about international relations, like how diplomacy works and how global politics is working and how the countries shape their opinions. And it made me quite interesting that how a opinion is shaped by any particular country for any other topic, and how the global problems are solved by mutual understanding and global support. So after that, I started taking interest in global politics and international relations, and slowly I started to work on more and more projects. I organized Model G20 in my school, and I mentored over 50 students. After that, I also started my internship at Jawaharlal Nehru University, JNU, which is one of the best universities in our country. So that was a time when I explored like how the organizations and international institutions work, and they solve the major problems of the world. So yeah, that was the story.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. So now let's move on to next question. How do you see the relationship between computer technology and international relations? Can you provide some examples or specific areas where these two fields intersect?
Okay, so let's take the case. Let me take you behind in the past. So there was a time in 1700s to 1900s when wars were fought with guns and weapons and tanks. There was a nuclear war also. I would not say like it was a war, but we have seen the catastrophic effects of nuclear weapons on Japan as well. That was Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So that time wars were fought with soldiers and guns and weapons and nuclear weapons. But today, because we have a lot of global pressure on each country has global pressure. They won't be able to invade any country directly through soldiers and arms. These days the warfare have changed. Particularly, soldier countries don't fight on the names of soldiers and weapons. Things have changed in the 21st century. Now we have the world of biowar and cyber war. These are one of the main catastrophic things that could ever we have. Like if you take the case of I would say cyber war. If any particular country invades the cyber resources, and if they tries to intercept our nuclear codes, they would be easily able to destroy or I would say destroy a particular part of any country or complete country. They could also hinder our economic policy through internet. And so that I would say that technology, if we use it in correct way, then it is going to be beneficial for the world. But if we use it in a negative way, then it would destroy the complete world. Not only there are cyber wars, there are a lot of other things. Fake news are one of the major things, are one of the major issues that are evolving in today's world. If there is a particular fake news, it can impact a number of lives. A large number of people could be impacted just by a single fake news. So I would say that being a number of steps has been taken by international institutions to control the internet and to control fake news, and to uh, maintain peace in the world as much as possible. So yeah, cyber war can one of the ways where international relations and I would say technology meets or intersects.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. So my third question is that as the founder of Mania Media and co-founder of BrainX Academia, could you explain the goals and vision behind these initiatives? How do they relate to your interest in computer technology and international relations?
Okay, so like Mania Media and BrainX Academy are not a part of my subjects, interest subjects directly, but they are an important factor in my life. Like they have impacted a number of lives. I would say that let me take you to the story of Mania Media. Mania Media was started by me in 2020 when I was in 10th grade, and it's a content creation agency which focuses on infotainment sector especially. We provide content on infotainment resources like science and technology, about the emerging technologies, about the history of the world and particular facts. I would say we provide resources on that. We provide educational content in the field of science, technology and international relations. But not only these topics are covered, there is a wide range of topics which are covered also, like startup and a lot of, I would say it covers the whole infotainment sector of content creation. And after that, BrainX Academia is one of my non-profits, which was co-founded by Afreen Hussain and me. So the main focus of the BrainX Academia is that we are working for the underprivileged children who are not able to access the expensive resources which they need for their education in high school. Basically, many of the students are not having enough, I would say, money to buy the resources for their preparations of their examinations. So we are providing a medium for them to provide some educational content through our high school students. We have designed specific course materials for each of the students for free, which are distributed by other non-profits with whom we have collaborated. And like it the team has been expanding with a steady rate, and currently we have more than 10 members in our team right now who are working a lot hard. And soon we will also be starting a podcast segment, because we don't want to only focus on the academic interest of the students, but we also try to focus on the complete holistic development of a student. So we will be starting a podcast segment of BrainX Academy, that will be BrainX Talks, where we will be inviting educationalists and the people who are highly professional in the field of education, and we'll be taking insights from them, like how could we improve the lives of the students in a positive way, and how could we work more efficiently.
Thank you so much for sharing. That's awesome. So, being a student researcher and NYAS and JNU, can you share some of your research experiences in these institutes and how they have contributed to your understanding of the relationship between technology and diplomacy?
Okay, sorry for the internet interruption. Actually, I had a internet interruption right now. So now my network is stable. But so my research at JNU was basically the relationship between the European Union and India. We basically focused like how European Union's public diplomacy initiatives are impacting India in a positive way. Like, what is the role of European Union in India? Like, what are the programs? Public diplomacy. Public diplomacy is a term which is used for initiatives that are taken by any particular country in any other country. Okay, for the people of that country. For example, there is a program initiated by European Union for Indian students and other students as well, which is known as the Erasmus program. It is mainly focused for the students to provide scholarships in the Europe for their higher education. So some of these initiatives are taken by European Union, and how the lives are impacted of Indians by these initiatives. My research focus was this only.
Alright, thank you for your answer. So my next question is that being the head boy at BFS, how have your leadership experiences shaped your perspective on the intersection of computer technology and international relations?
So, being the head boy of Bridgeford School, I am leading a complete student council of 40 members. Like, we have been initiating a number of steps to improve the environment of our school. We have initiated a number of new clubs in our school to improve the co-curricular activities of the school and the education that we are providing to the students. Education should not be only bookish. I don't believe in the bookish language, or in the, we say in India, the ratification language. I We generally don't focus on only the academics. We also provide students with co-curricular activities, be it the national co-curricular activities or state or interstate, intrastate co-curricular activities. So being the head boy, we have started many initiatives. Being We have made Saturday as the co-curricular day for the students, where they will be involved in other co-curricular activities, which would make them better in a more, I would say, holistic approach. So our main focus was to improve the students' co-curricular activities and their holistic development. I focused on public speaking, and that's why I organized a model G20, where more than 50 students have participated, and they improved their knowledge of research, international relations, and public speaking. They also developed the communication skills in a positive way. And Currently we are also focusing in their I would say discipline. I put a lot of emphasis on the discipline of the students. I try to maintain the decorum of the institution as much as possible.
All right, thank you for your answer and thank you for sharing your thoughts. So my next question is, as an author, could you tell us about your published work? How do they reflect your passion for both computer technology and international relations?
Okay, so basically, my book is Python Mastering the Basics and Beyond. So it is basically inclined towards my interest of computer science. I studied Python language for 1 year almost, and it's my second year where I'm learning about file handling and a lot of data SQL and other, I would say, topics of Python. So basically, when I delved into the world of computer science, I came to know the knowledge of the importance of knowledge of programming languages. And many students have a doubt in their mind, like which language should they start. So I would say that first language to start with is Python. That's why I authored the book Python Mastering the Basics and Beyond, because when you study any topic with the students perspective, you come to know about the topics which are hard and tough to understand. That's why I wrote that book in a very simple language to focus on the students who are having a tough time in learning the programming languages, basically. So Python Mastering the Basics and Beyond is written in a manner which takes you from the basics of a programming language to a medium level, and soon the second part will also be uh, published, which will have the I would expert version of a Python language. So yeah, that's a great book for the students to learn Python language.
Okay, great. So now let's move on to next question. With your background and expertise, how do you mention leveraging the opportunities presented by the combination of computer technology and international relations? What impact do you hope to make in this field?
Manahil, can you write the question in the chat box, because I'm not getting your voice clearly? I don't know why.
Okay.
Okay, so your question is that how can I create an impact with my subject, which is computer technology and international relations? So basically,
Yes.
people in India, basically, I would talk about the people of India because I have a more deep knowledge about them. So people in India don't have a precise knowledge of international relations, yet the content of international relations is evolving in India and people are taking interest in international relations, but they are just taking the subject in the tip of the iceberg. They are not delving deep into the subject of international relations. So in future, I think I would be focusing on more of the deeper understanding of international relations rather than the tip of only the iceberg. And
Please
the next
continue.
question.
Please continue
Mhm.
your answer.
Okay. So, and your next part of the question was that how could I impact the knowledge of computer science in my country? Am I audible, Mane?
Yeah.
Okay. So, computer science is a subject which will be evolving each year and each day, and it has a lot of potential to change the world in a positive way and a negative way as well. So, I will try to focus on more the positive way, that how could we make our society better each day through technology, because technology is a medium which provides you to make the life more easier and more, I would say, better each day. So my main focus would be to work for the underprivileged who are not able to get the resources of computer technology right now. In India we have a lot of free resources available for technology, to study programming languages, to study about blockchain technology and other emerging technologies as well. But they are not in a very precise manner, or they are not in a very, I would say, organized manner. And I would try to focus on that sector more, that every person in India could, or not every person in India, every person in the world could have free access to education, where they could have the access to computer technology and international relations as well.
That's great. So, my next question is that what are your plans for the future? How do you see yourself further integrating computer technology and international relations in your career and personal pursuits?
Okay, so my future plans are that I will be doing my bachelor's from the US in two subjects, that will be international relations and computer science. Till now, I have not decided which path I'm going to travel on. I think if I get interest more on international relations, I'll be a diplomat, or otherwise, yeah, if I get more interest on the computer science side, I would be a software engineer. And later on, I want to be an entrepreneur. So my basic future plans would include that either I'll be a diplomat or I'll be an software engineer or a social entrepreneur, basically.
Okay, great. My all best wishes are with you. So
Thank you. Thank you
finally,
so much.
is there? It's my pleasure. So finally, is there anything else you would like to share about yourself or your work that we have not covered in questions above?
I would just say that students during this time are having a lot of mental issues, and sometimes they get distracted to any antisocial elements and they try to take wrong steps in their life. This is the age where will be exploring other fields of the world, other fields of other aspects of your life, but don't try to distract yourself from your career, which would affect you in a negative way, because there are a lot of people who will be affected by your single decision. So try to take your decisions wisely and try to be on the track as much as possible. There will be mental issues at any point of life, but try to overcome it in a positive way. Don't get distracted, don't lose your hope, and don't be, I would say, deviated towards the negative way of life.
Thank you so much for your message. So we have a question. Uh, Ask him about IT revolution in India.
Okay, so IT revolution. So basically, in 1990, when PV Narasimha Rao, who was our then Prime Minister, and Finance Minister Manmohan Singh, we took an initiative of globalization and liberalization. We opened our market for the foreign companies as well, and that was a time when foreign companies came to India and they saw that there was a huge potential in Indians to work for technology. At that time, there were not enough engineers, I would say, or not enough software engineers at that point of time. But as there was a huge demand of professionals in IT sector, I would say each year the number of engineers grew exponentially, first in the job sector. And when the youth became educated about technology, and I would say technology and IT sector, they made their way into the world of startup and revolution. In today, there are more than 100 unicorns, especially in India, which are valued over 8,000 crores in their valuation. And basically, this startup culture started in the period of, I think, 2009 or 10, when Flipkart was coming into the market, and they were impacting a lot of Indians. And today I am seeing that we have created an ecosystem of IT sector in a more holistic and in a more diversified way. We are focusing on educational technology, we are focusing on consumer technology, we are focusing on, I would say, food service technology. And we have been impacting IT sector in a very huge manner. If you take the case of the big companies of the world, maybe it's Microsoft, Google, or Facebook, or Meta. I would say Meta. The CEO of Google and Microsoft are Indians, Sundar Pichai and Satya Nadella. Not only the Google of CEO, not only the CEO of Google, he's the CEO of Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google. So he's the CEO, and he's an Indian, and he studied from the Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. So we have been involved in technology with a positive mindset, not with the negative mindset, and we are impacting a lot of. I would say we are impacting the world in a positive manner through technology, and we have been helping other countries as well.
All right, thank you for your answer, and thank you, Mr. Ronit, for sharing your incredible journey with us today. Your passion for both computer technology and international relations is truly inspiring. It's evident that your diverse experiences from funding mania, media, and Brand X academia to your research for work and leadership roles has shaped your perspective and fueled your drive to explore the relationship between technology and diplomacy. Your dedication and achievements serve as a testament to the potential that lies at the intersection of these fields. We have gained valuable insight into your vision for leveraging the opportunities and how impact you for how to make in the future. On behalf of everyone, I would like to express our gratitude for your time and for sharing your knowledge with us. We wish you continued success in your future endeavors, both personally and professionally. Thank you once again, Mr. Ronit Singh,
Thank you
and
so
to
much,
all.
Manahil. You are doing a great job, and keep doing it. Thank you
Thank
so
you so much.
much.
It's my pleasure. And to all viewers, thank you for joining us today. Assalamu alaikum. Have a wonderful day ahead. Bye.
Bye.